What's up, blue chips? Two trades today, and the market halted. What? Let's get to it. All right, traders. So over here at 9:34, you'll notice a candle, and the next candle isn't until 9:48. That's because we got a 15-minute halt, or at least close to a 15-minute halt, when the market was down 7%. If we would have got to 13%, we would have been down for another 15 minutes. And then if for some reason the market decided to go down 20%, that would have been it. Market would have been shut down for the day no matter what time it was. Market would have been done. But anyways, we ended up unhalting, and as you can see, it's been kind of going sideways for most of the day. I actually tried to climb up some, and now we're back down towards the lows. And yeah, so as it unhalted, we actually took a couple trades on COG. If we zoom in here, you will notice that the first one was we were kind of near the top, didn't want to break down, went a little bit higher. We still had plenty of room, and plus our stop would have been right before the whole dollar of 18. We didn't want that, so it squeezed through 18. We got our final ad, and then it tried to break down a little bit down towards 1807, and it just didn't want to keep going. Decided to go high of day. We stopped out, and it squeezed, right? So we're actually pretty happy with the overall trade. You know, we took a loss. It happens. And we were looking to get back in this thing on this huge squeeze. Nice extension. This is probably what we wanted to be our first trade in hindsight. But as we hit the button to get in, it jumped right into what looked like it was going to be a halt. So right when we saw that, I was making sure it was actually going to halt. It looked like it was going to. It was sitting there for about 4 or 5 seconds. We jumped out, and literally you'll see we entered at 19 at 10:11:48. And then we were out at 10:11:56. So we were in this for literally 8 seconds, and we got out. The halt was supposed to be at 19:01, which naturally puts the ask at 19:02. So that's where we got filled when we jumped out. About 2 more seconds went by, and then, it was 4 seconds went by because the next minute clicked over. The halt price raised up. So the price started to move up with it. I think it got to 19:15. And then it just shot right back down. And I had already gotten up thinking it was going to halt because I was building my son's reading nook because we were rearranging his room this morning. And I was expecting to come back in the next couple minutes to look to play this out of the halt. Unfortunately, that's not what happened. It decided to never halt, and I had already got up and walked away. And as you can see, it made the move down, completely missed it altogether. So little upsetting start to the day there on COG, and then just absolutely nothing really kind of found a spot for us. Nothing, we were very interested in. And then later in the day, we completely missed KALA, and for some reason, it's because I'm scrolled over. So this first big move, I didn't have my headphones on, didn't have anything in my ears as far as the scanners go, because like I said, was working on the room. Still, as you can hear my voice, I'm still not 100%, feeling better. So I wasn't really too worried about, finding plays. I just figured whenever I sat down on my computer, if there was something there, okay. So we completely missed this one. I saw a couple guys from ISW had jumped in on this one, and they made some good money. And then I was sitting here as it was going high of day, and I kept seeing it get rejected over and over again. So I was just letting this support right here. As you can see, it was 50, 50, 50. It just kept getting used as support. And finally, we kind of had this little descending triangle being formed. So I jumped in, and I literally set a range order for 1-to-1. I set it at high of day, and I set it 1-to-1 right there. So my risk or reward was exactly 1-to-1. And I wish I would have stayed and actively managed this thing. It would have been a pretty slow trade, but I would have still been in it until down here under 8 because there was no pivot point that got taken out until right here under 8. So not a big deal. We still got 1-to-1, made a little bit back, and we'll be happy with it. So that was my 2 trades on KLA. But I think the big story here today was that the actual market halted. I've never seen that happen before. I think the last time it happened was back in the 90s. I'm pretty sure that's what I had heard at some point today. Again, fact check if you are really curious. I didn't do that myself. And yeah, so that's all I got from today. Feel free to like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Always appreciate that support. If you have any questions or comments, leave those down below. And hopefully we will be back to the regular live stream tomorrow morning. I'll catch you then. Peace.